Hey kids, it's great to be back with you for week 3. Our promise verse comes from Psalm 4:3, which says, "But know that the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him." Our theme is God hears the prayers of his children and answers. Our story comes from Daniel chapter 6, Daniel and the lion's den. And make sure you tune in to the end to reveal what's in my lion's den. Let's open our Bibles to Daniel chapter 6, and we're going to hear more about Daniel and the lion's den. Now, this is certainly a familiar story to all of us. But one thing you may not know about this is at the time, Daniel was over 80 years old. Daniel was a prophet who had served God for many years. He was a high official in the kingdom of Babylon as an advisor to King Nebuchadnezzar, and he continued to serve the kings of Persia when Babylon was defeated. King Darius trusted Daniel more than any other man in his court, but Daniel had enemies. These enemies, out of jealousy, tried to trap him from being faithful to God, but God remained faithful to Daniel. Daniel prayed every day, 3 times a day to God. His enemies knew this, and they tricked the king into making a law that anyone who prayed and worshiped a god other than the king would be thrown into the lion's den, which was a big hole. Once the king announced the new law, as always, Daniel prayed to God. His enemies then went to the king, accusing Daniel of breaking the law. Even though he didn't really want to, the king knew Daniel through Daniel in the lion's den. The king himself actually said to Daniel, before throwing him in, "May your God, whom you serve continually, deliver you." The king also fasted all night. He didn't eat or drink anything because he was worried about Daniel. The next morning, the king rushed to the lion's den and found Daniel still alive. God had shut the mouths of the lions, and no harm was brought to Daniel. Similar to the fiery furnace that we learned about last week, because Daniel had trusted God. The king, who believed in many gods, praised the God of Daniel, who was the one true God. He then threw these enemies of Daniel, who had tricked the king, into the lion's den, and made this declaration that we read in Daniel chapter 6, 25 through 28. Let's read. Then King Darius wrote to all the peoples, nations, and languages that dwell in all the earth, "Peace be multiplied to you. I make a decree that in all my royal dominion, people are to tremble and fear before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God, enduring forever. His kingdom shall never be destroyed, and his dominion shall never be to the end. He delivers and rescues. He works signs and wonders in heaven and on earth. He who has saved David from the power of the lions." God had set apart Daniel just like he had set apart Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Even though the king had believed in many other gods, he heard the cries of the king, and he knew that Daniel was godly and faithful. God saves those who are faithful to him. We've noticed a bit of a theme here with Daniel, haven't we? No matter what happens to Daniel, he ends up trusting God. He knows that God has a better plan for him than anyone else. And he trusts God. And when God tells him to do something, Daniel obeys. In our lives, we are sometimes faced with times when it's hard to trust God, right? It's hard to obey him. Maybe we are having a really hard time in school, or there's a bully on the playground, or our parents are fighting all the time. Maybe we are hungry or are made fun of. and don't feel like we have any friends. Whatever is going on in your life, you can trust God that He will take care of you. And when you trust God, you will find it easier to obey Him too. Now, at the beginning, I showed you the entrance to my lion's den. Let's check out and see what's inside. Are you excited? All right, you guys ready to see what's in my lion's den? What? What is that? There's no lions in here. These are just some stuffed animals. Wow. I hope you weren't scared. I was sure scared. Well, kids, we'll see you next week.
Baby lion do 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 do. Baby lion do 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 do. Baby lion do 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 do. Baby lion. Mommy lion do 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 do. Mommy lion do 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 do. The mommy lion do 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 do. Mommy lion. Daddy lion do 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 do. The daddy lion do 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 do. The daddy lion do 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 do. The daddy lion. Grandma lion do 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 do. The grandma lion do 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 do. Now grandma lion do 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 do. The grandma lion. Grandpa lion do 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 do. Now grandma lion do 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 do. Now grandpa lion do 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 do. Now grandpa lion. Let's eat Daniel do 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 do. Let's eat Daniel do 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 do. Let's eat Daniel do 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 do. We can't eat Daniel do 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 do. It can't eat Daniel do 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 do. Can't eat Daniel.
I felt really bad about not being there at the start of the show with Try, but I heard he did a fantastic job, and I'm glad that you were able to meet up with Leo, my cousin. What a good-looking guy. Anyway, the reason why I wasn't there was because I had the opportunity, an exclusive opportunity, to do an interview with a lion named Lionel. We talked all night. All night long, all night. Anyway, the reason why I wasn't there was because I was doing this interview and I taped it so that way you could watch as well. Hi, I'm here with my new friend Lionel, and he's agreed to answer a few questions for me. However, before we do that, he's also agreed to go over this week's memory verse. I'll start and you repeat with Lionel. Here we go. This week's verse comes from Psalm 4:3. Repeat after me. But know that the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Great job, Lionel, and great job, you at home. Now, Lionel, let's get on to some of the questions that I have for you. This week's lesson had to do with Daniel in the lion's den. Have you ever heard of that story?
Yes, my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was in it.
Wow! So your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was in it?
Well, you missed the great.
Oh, sorry, I lost count. That's incredible. In the lesson, we learned that when Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, the lions didn't eat him. Here's my question. Were the lions hungry, or had they just eaten so they really didn't want to, eat anything else?
Oh no, they were very hungry.
Well, if they were so hungry, why didn't they just jump on Daniel and eat him up and tear him to shreds?
Well, because God sent an angel that shut their mouths so they couldn't go and eat Daniel.
That's exactly what the Bible says. So we have an eyewitness account from a lion telling us exactly what the Bible says is true. That's incredible. Do you have time for one more question?
If I'm sure.
All right. It's kind of weird, but what do humans taste like?
I don't know. I'm a vegetarian, but I heard it tastes like chicken.
A vegetarian lion? Oh, now I've heard of everything. Before we get to this week's craft, let's see what you did last week.
Hebrews 13:5.
I will never leave you or forsake you.
Friends, it's that time of Wonderful Word Wednesday where we're going to work on this week's What are you doing?
Aren't we using a sledgehammer for this craft?
No, we're never going to use a sledgehammer. Put that thing away before you hurt someone. Now it's time to work on this week's craft. If you didn't get one of these bags this week, have your parents send an email to this address and we'll make sure you get a bag. Now, as you open it, you're going to find another coloring sheet, a picture of a tiger with this week's verse on it. Let me see what else is in here. Ooh, I wonder what this could be. A square circle. A bag full of jewels. A little, oh, I think I know what the craft is. A little praying boy. And, tiger paws. Get it? Because this week's lesson is about Daniel in the lion's den. And a Kit Kat. Why did Miss Terry Lynn give a Kit Kat? Oh, cat, I get it.
Give me a break.
I know, right? Anyways, you know what the most important part of this whole activity is, don't you, kids? That's right. With your parents' permission, make sure you eat the Kit Kat and the tiger paws, so that way you have the energy to get through the craft.
That's a kitty paw.
Ugh. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this wooden plaque. On one side is a memory verse. And what you're going to do is you're going to paste, with your parents' help, this figure right here. You can put them this way, or you can put them this way. I suppose you could put them upside down, but that wouldn't make sense. I'd put them probably this way. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the jewels and you're going to do this. And done. What do you think? Do you like my craft? It's a door hanger. So that way, the next time you want to go into your room and say a little prayer to God, you can put this on your door, and then your family will know that you are praying to God. Well, that's it for this week's Wonderful Word Wednesday. I hope that you learned something and that you had fun. I know that I did, and I learned that when I pray, God hears my prayers, and that's a very comforting fact. Now, I have a challenge for you this week. With your parents' permission, have them send pictures to me of the craft that you did, maybe you reciting the memory verse, or since this week's lesson was about Daniel in the lion's den, how about you take a picture, either dressed up as a cat, with your favorite stuffed animal, or if you actually have a cat at home, take a picture of it and send it to me. Of course, I guarantee that your picture won't look as cute as mine. A whale? Who threw a whale? It's Daniel in the lion's den, not Daniel in the whale's den. Oh, brother. We'll see you next week.